have more than one step in them.
No.
Just like we did solving with more than one step with equal sign, yes? Same rules apply. The only thing that we have to pay attention to is what? When does my sign flip?
Ooh, when there's a negative, like in the first
When the
one.
negative is with the variable.
First.
When the negative is with the variable. So if I divide or if I multiply by a negative, my sign flips. If the negative is not with the variable, I leave it alone, okay? So let's do this word problem first. We'll have to set up an inequality, we'll have to solve the inequality, and then we'll figure out what's going on.
No.
Yes. Okay, so your school's soccer team is trying to break the school record for goals scored in one season. Your team has already scored 88 goals this season. Okay, the record is 138 goals. With 10 games left on the schedule, how many goals on average does your team need to score per game to break the record? So what are we trying to do?
Find the average.
Find the average of what's left. But how would I do that with all that information? What do I need to set up?
X.
Wait, there's 3 numbers, right?
There are 3 numbers. That's
So
good.
we need 3 equations, right?
No, one equation. We're gonna put all of them in one. So you've already scored what?
Already
Oh,
scored
goals.
88 goals.
Okay. And you have how many games left?
10.
Okay.
And we need 138, right?
And you need
To
to
beat?
be,
Oh, we need to be equal to or wait.
Equal
Equal to or greater
Greater
than?
than.
well, wait, let's double check that. It
180.
says you're trying to what?
Oh,
Right.
great. So we
Right.
want to be
Greater
greater
than.
than 138.
Yes, we want to be greater than 138. So our equation should say something is greater than 138, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what other stuff do we have to work with?
88 and 10.
And 10.
X.
What?
10x.
10x. Beautiful.
Wait,
Oh.
So- 10x plus 88 is greater than 138. Does that make sense?
yes.
Okay? Because I already scored 88 goals. I want it to be greater than 138. Oh, I was like, where is my calculator? Did you take it?
What is subtract?
Yeah, you would subtract. So subtract first. What do I do first?
88 minus 138.
Good. What's 138 minus 88?
50.
50?
Mm-hmm.
So I get 10x is greater than 50. Now what?
You divide.
By 10. So x would have to be greater than 5. Holy cow, is that a lot of goals to score in a soccer game?
Yeah.
Yeah. You would have to score more than 5 goals a soccer game.
Did our soccer team win?
Bree, I don't know. You'd have to score more than 5 goals a soccer game, which is kind of crazy in soccer, to be honest, especially if you're playing good teams. You know what I mean?
This thing explains how to think.
Yeah. What else? What else? Beautiful. Okay, now 2-step problems here. Let's talk about this. If I have x divided by -4 minus 6 is greater than or equal to -5, what do I have to do first?
Plus -6.
No.
Wait.
You, wait.
-4 times -4.
Or is it? Or do you?
Plus -6.
Ah.
And then the 5 plus
That
-6.
is ridiculous.
She's agreeing with you. Brianna's agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
I
Brianna.
would add 6 first. Add 6 to both sides first, okay? So then you get x over -4 is greater than or equal to what's -5 plus
One.
6?
1.
1. Now what do I have to do?
Times it by -4.
Times -4.
Times both sides.
And you have to switch
And then
the
you
sign.
switch your sign.
Good. And then you switch the sign because I'm multiplying by a negative.
Four.
So x is less than or equal to, well, I said less than, I just didn't write it. Less than or equal to -4, yes? Okay, x is less than or equal to -4. Do not forget to switch that sign. Let's do a word problem.
No. Girl. I don't like word problems. They're my enemy.
You plan to go ice skating often this winter. The skating rink charges $4 for admission. Okay, $4 admission. You can either rent ice skates at a skating rink for $5 per day. So to rent, it's $5. Okay. Or You can buy your own pair for $45.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. For ice skates,
That's expensive.
I remember when I was getting.
how many times do you have to use the ice skates in order for the cost of buying them to be less than the total cost of renting them? Ooh.
Five.
So,
We need to set up an equation.
5X's.
No, it is not. The answer is no.
Oh,
Wait, what were you saying, 5X's? No, tell me, Caitlin, because were you saying it's the answer, or what were you saying? If you weren't saying it's
Come
the
on.
answer, you're probably right.
I wasn't saying this yet.
Okay, what were you saying? No, tell me, you're right. I'm telling you, you're right.
Galen, just do it.
5X
Okay,
Plus-
thanks, Bree. Yeah, 5X plus what?
$4.
Yep. Is what?
It equals 45. Wait,
no,
no.
it's great. Is it
Greater than or equal to?
Time out.
less than or equal to?
What?
Why would it be less?
Because we get
Wouldn't
less.
it just be equal to?
No.
No. It's not equal to. I don't want it to equal. I said,
You want it to
Greater
be
than.
how many times do you have to use the ice skates in order for the cost of buying them to be less than the total of renting them?
So you want it to be less than
Yes.
$45.
See, you gotta pick up, okay, so when you're reading your word problems tonight, anytime it says less or greater than, I would just underline that so you know what sign you're using, okay? Because it's gonna say, we want it to, like, in the word problem over there, if we wanted it to say greater than or equal to, it would have said to tie or break the record, right? Okay, we gotta look for key words. So now, how do I solve this? Not Matthew and not you, and not you, because you were doing really good, Bree. Someone else.
-4.
-4. And then you get 5x is less than
41.
41, right? Hannah, what do I do next?
You divide it by. No. I divide by
You divide it by 5.
I just.
On each side.
Well, that is variable.
Why is it 41?
Why divide? I thought that was a
I can
variable.
divide by
Wait a
5.
second, something is wrong here.
X is a variable, right?
Yeah, but listen, it doesn't necessarily have to be an even number. Well, yes it does, because you wanna see something. We know that the total, this one's tricky. Okay, you know that the total to buy skates is 45, right?
Yeah.
To rent them is $5. Admission, even if you've bought skates or haven't bought skates, is what?
$4.
So admission has to go with both sides of the, or it has to go with both things. Because it should be the cost of your skates plus your
Yeah,
admission
yeah.
fee
So,
times the number of your visits, right?
A division.
Yeah,
Okay.
because.
Right.
So,
Oh.
so if I have one equation, it'd be 45 plus 4 times admission, X, right?
Mhm.
Okay. If I went with the option number 2 of renting skates, your skate rental fee is $4, right?
Mhm.
Okay, the number of visits would be X, because we don't know how many times we have to visit, right?
Mhm.
Plus, okay,
$5.
your admissions fee, which is $5, and do you
No,
know
you
how
mean-
many times you're visiting?
Wait. Miss Peters, you mean the admission is $4.
Right.
The rent
You
is
were
not.
saying- you
Oh,
were
the
saying
rent is 5, okay. Plus the rent for however many times we do it. Do you see how I have 2 separate equations now? This represents option A of buying skates. This
Okay.
represents option B.
So do you combine them?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. So option A is buying your skates. If I buy skates, it's $45 plus admission every time. If I rent skates, it's $4 for admission every time, plus $5 for skates every time, correct? Okay. Can I combine these 2 terms?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're trying to find what X is.
Well, no, I'm saying, why do you know that you can add 4x plus 5x?
Because they have.
Because they're like terms.
Because they're like terms. Good. So that's technically 9x. So option B is represented by 9x.
So that's why you said.
$4, $5 times how many times I go.
Oh, you said 5.
Okay? It's like the distributive property. We just did it without showing.
And then do we have 45
Now-
plus 4X
No.
is greater than?
We want this to be less than this, right? We want 45 plus 4x to be less than
Oh.
the cost of renting skates, yes? So we're gonna set it up that way. We had to set up two separate equations, one for renting and one for buying, that's tricky. Okay? Now, from there, what do I do?
Subtract 4.
Subtract 4x. So that you get this,
5x.
4x.
5x.
9 minus 4 is 5.
Oh, you're telling me the answer, I was confused. Now, what do I have to do?
Divide by 5.
Divide by 5, and what do you get?
9.
9 is
It
less
equals-
than x.
yeah.
Meaning, okay,
You can go 9 times.
that if you buy skates, the cost will be less after more than 9 visits. You have to go more than 9 times in order to break even. So if you go more than 9 times and you have bought skates, then you've made money. If you're gonna plan on only going skating once or twice, you might as well not buy them because it's gonna cost you more in the long run. So if you're an avid skater, are you an avid skater?
I,
No.
no.
I never
I've
been
been
skating.
I haven't. I want to skate, but I don't know how.
Okay,
I
let's
would
do,
fall face.
let's do a couple more problems. Okay, I need you to help me on this one.
Okay.
And I want, Carter to
Me.
help me on this one.
Me.
But,
Carter. Pick me.
I said Carter.
I know, but you can do me too.
No,
you know.
Car-
Carter's
Carter.
cooler right now.
Oh,
I'm a
cool.
what?
he's gonna fail.
Okay, Carter.
It could be a cheerleader.
This is a two-step problem.
Let's go.
Let's talk. We want to make sure that we get all the y's to one side, correct? And we get
Yeah.
all the whole numbers to the other side. So where do you want to start, Carter?
Medium.
No, no,
Minus 2.
-2. Thank you, Carter. So you get 5y is less than or equal to y plus 32. Now what, Carter? No.
Ooh.
Subtract y from 5y. 5y minus y is
4y.
4y. Thank you, but I don't
Oh,
think your
that's
name is
good.
Carter.
I don't care about my name.
My name is Carter.
Now
Why
what,
would you
Carter?
say that? Oh,
Divide by 4. And do I have to flip any signs? No, beautiful. What's 32 divided by 4?
8.
dude, you're about to get your
I'm gonna
heart
take the
so
calculator
big.
away and see how fast you are with your math, actually. Okay, so y is less than or equal to 8. Two-step problem,
Mhm.
yes? Okay, it's just as if there's an equal sign here. We want all the y's on one side, we want all the numbers on the other side. Hannah, is this starting to make more sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good, let's do one more. And
Medium.
then I will give you time to do your homework.
Pick me.
Let's
Pick
do,
me.
nope, stop.
Why not?
Let's do
Jesus has picked me.
this. Okay, Kaden, what do I do first here? X over -2 plus 6 is less than -14. Subtract 6. Subtract 6. What's 14? -14 minus 6? -20. Now what do I do? Well, how
I
do I
know.
get rid of this? Not subtract. What's multiply? So I multiply by -2. Now, if I'm multiplying by -2, what has to happen to this?
Has to switch.
Flip it. And what's -20 times -2?
40.
X is greater than 40. This is what your homework is over tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We should not be too hard.